San Diego Comic-Con 2019 is in full swing, and the convention has given us a full trailer for Netflix's upcoming series, The Witcher, based off of the popular novel series which inspired one of the most popular video game franchises to date. The trailer features a slew of scenes that will likely be familiar to fans of the best-selling books, especially from the short story collection titled The Last Wish. In case you're a little baffled about what exactly is going on in the trailer, fear not friends, we here at Top 10 Gaming have you covered. Here is everything you need to know about The Witcher. For starters, we know that the show will be heavily based on the books rather than the games, according to the series showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich. The trailer definitely proves that to be true, as it devotes a lot of time to the origins of Ciri and Yennefer. More on who they are in a sec. So what is The Last Wish? Let's break it down. It is a collection of 6 short stories that precedes the main Witcher saga, initially published in 1993. The stories are tied together with a threading narrative surrounding Geralt of Rivia, one of the last Witchers on the continent, a traveling monster slayer for hire who was, at a young age, mutated and trained to kill beasts. That's Henry Cavill's character, the one who you would most likely recognize if you're familiar with the games. It also seems that part of the Sword of Destiny book will also be incorporated into the show, since that is the book where Geralt first meets Ciri. It appears that Geralt gets caught up in a story that revolves around Ciri in the show. Alright, so let's talk a bit about the characters we predominantly see in the trailer, starting with Geralt. Geralt's mutations give him his fighting abilities and his white hair, with Geralt having undergone particularly intense experiments compared to other Witchers out there. And in the trailer we see him duke it out with a few monsters, including what appears to be a Striga, which was once a woman who had been transformed into a monster thanks to a curse. This could very well be Ada the White, who Geralt disenchants and saves. That is part of a story that appears in The Last Wish, where he's hired by Ada's father, a king, to save her. Next up, Yennefer. There is a lot of Yennefer of Venenberg in the trailer, played by Anya Chalotra, with the character being a woman who was born with a deformity. In the book, that is specifically being hunchback, but based on the trailer there seems to be facial disfiguration too. Now her father in the books detested her for it and blamed her mother, saying that her mother's lineage, which consisted of elven and mage blood, was responsible. She is a sorceress and cares for Ciri, the blonde girl in the trailer who is the Princess of Cintra. Back to Yennefer though. Thanks to her magical training, she heals herself of her ailments, a process that we witness her undergoing along with the help of another sorceress known as Tessa de Vries, who does not appear in the video games. She is the one who takes Yennefer under her wing, so to speak, and goes on to help Geralt as well. Triss Merigold also makes an appearance briefly in the trailer. She's yet another sorceress who many of you will recognize as the redhead from the games. We witness a lot of the sorceress's acts of magic throughout the trailer. They're not the only ones who can use magic though. Geralt has some magical capabilities as seen in the trailer during his fight on a street, where he moves his hands into specific signs. Let's take a look at Ciri now, who takes up a big chunk of this trailer. We see several shots with big battle scenes, which is presumably an invasion of Ciri's homeland, Cintra, by the Nilfgaardian Empire, a battle which she manages to survive. The Nilfgaardian Empire are the dudes in black armor with the suns on their chest. Ciri is the sole princess of Cintra, and in a scene that follows, we see her have an urgent conversation with a bedridden character who tells her to find Geralt. Ciri is magically inclined and has visions, along with powers that she can't quite control yet, as seen in that shot with Ciri walking into what we can presume is the Korath Desert, or the realm of the elves, walking towards a large tree that looks of magical origin. It is also implied throughout the trailer that Ciri has elven blood, and she is some sort of child of destiny. The ending of the trailer shows off a scene with Geralt and a Kikamor, a giant insectoid monster species that resembles a spider rising out of the water. This shot has led to speculation that the show will be venturing into the Lesser Evil, one of the stories from The Last Wish. The trailer then cuts to Geralt, whose eyes appear almost entirely black, with veins protruding from his face. This means his toxicity is nearly maxed out, something that fans of the game will surely recognize. The potions that Geralt takes in the game are poisonous, which seems to be the case in the show as well. He'll mix potions together in order to give him an advantage in battle based on his situation. Also, it is worth noting, the reason why Geralt only has one sword through most of the trailer is because in the books, he carries one on his back and holsters the other one to his horse Roach, which, based on the photos that we've seen so far, you can actually see a sword hilt attached to his steed on his far left side. Overall though, without giving away any spoilers from the stories in the books, it seems very likely that the series has pulled from a bunch of different moments from all of the novels, ones that even take place at very different times. So it'll be curious how everything is bridged together, and whether or not they'll be following specific plots from the books, or taking creative liberties and dragging and dropping scenes from different stories. Alright, there we have it friends. Are you guys excited for The Witcher? Let us know in those comments below. If you dug this video, spread that love, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Gaming for more videos just like this one. In the meantime though, thanks for watching. I will catch you all in the next one.